What's up everybody, this is our Skoolie tour, our bus tour. It's been a long time coming. We've been putting this video off for quite some time, right?
Yeah, we've just wanted to get used to bus life. The
school life, the Skoolie bus life. It has been quite the challenge, especially with the kids that are rolling around here, upset because they can't touch the camera.
Well, to be fair though, they've settled in way quicker than we have.
Yeah, the kids have really got used to it. If people say, if anyone's ever told you that you can't do this type of life with children, ignore it. We've got a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old and we're doing it. We've been on the road now since January and it's been tough but also incredibly rewarding. Right?
Yeah. Can you say hi?
Say hi right there. Say hi. Anything else before we get started?
We're just excited to show you our home.
So this is our 2008 Bluebird bus. It's 40 foot long. It has a Cummins engine in it with an Allison transmission. We bought it for around, well, we bought it for $7,500. It had 108,000 on the clock. We obviously painted the whole thing. You can't keep it yellow in certain states. So we painted it, which was an absolute hassle, by the way, priming it, scraping all the stickers off and painting it. We put on our own door as well, which I thought was really important to get rid of the school bus one, because there's a lot of holes in the school bus ones with air can get in and out, and during the winters when you're trying to keep that warm air inside, it's not very effective. We've got a ring light up here and one on the back that turns on when there's people around. It's motion detected. It also gives us a notification on our phone when it goes off, which is really cool. We have 4 cameras around the bus. This is to help for driving, backing up, and also just general use of cameras, which is really cool. We have one on this side, one on the other, and then 2 on the back. This is our 25-foot telescopic pole for our directional antenna for our internet. If you want to see more about how the internet works and my work setup, you can go over to the Original Human channel and check out my tour of the gaming setup. And if you do have any questions about our internet or anything like that, you can certainly DM us on, that was a loud bird, you can DM us on Instagram. This is our diesel heater tank. I wanted to kind of keep a lot of the gas related things in one area where our actual inlet for our diesel goes, because that way when I'm filling it up I can fill all the other things as well. We've got a 60-gallon tank on our bus. This is a small 10-litre tank for our diesel heater, the Chinese diesel heater. We have 2 jerry cans, one for diesel so that we can get heat whenever we need it, and then one for gas so that if we're running the generator we can go out and get gas for the generator. This is where we keep the generator on. It's all nice and chained up and secure. I put a hitch on the back of the bus underneath there, which was quite the hassle but well worth it, because I put this cage in it and I also towed the car behind us as well on a tow dolly. As you can see, here are 2 more of them cameras. The light right up there as well, the motion detected light. This is the outside unit to our mini split with the antenna, the omnidirectional antenna for our internet on top of the bus. So the boot or the trunk, depending on where you are, of the bus, we put a massive padlock on here so people can't get in, because in the back of here is some of the electrical equipment, so our breakers and stuff like that. But then it also has all my tools, all the extra equipment we need for when we're on the road, so like drills or pipes, 50-amp leads, all these other stuff. Steph's giving me the eyes to open it, but I'm kind of worried how messy it is back here. Oh, it's not that bad.
This is real life.
This is real life, I guess. So some of the electrical stuff and then a bunch of storage for other bits and bobs as well. On this side of the bus there isn't as much. We have our 50-amp inlet right here, and we have our water inlet. This other cable is just because this RV spot that we're in right now has internet, so we just have a little cable running through the window. As you can see on top of the bus, there are solar panels. We actually don't use them right now. We don't have the money for the batteries. The batteries are really expensive, so we're just slowly saving up for that right now. We do have the solar panels. That's kind of like our first purchase into going off the grid with electric. So for right now, when we need power, we're either hooked up to shore power, which is at an RV place, or we run our generator and just plug this right into the generator, and that's how we get our power.
Welcome to the inside. Don't let the door hit you.
I'll try not to.
This is where we hang our coats and our shopping bags. We put like sunglasses, sunscreen, keys. We built these shoe cubbies. This all used to be plastic and we ripped out the entire dash and Luke is a handyman and made it look pretty nice. We didn't touch any of this. This is where all the electrical is in case anyone ever needed to get to it. We put a little door to hide it all. We took out the original seat. It didn't have suspension, did it?
No.
It was like a spring-loaded seat.
And it was broke.
It was broke, yeah. It was a little wobbly when using, when sitting on it to drive. So we found this one at a, what do you call it?
A salvage yard.
Yeah, for like 150 bucks, and it's an air seat. And what Luke did was he took the air from what used to be the bus door and he just like redirected it to the seat. Is it comfy, babe? I don't know, I don't sit in it.
I drive the bus and it is comfy.
Yeah. This is like our drop station. We didn't want to hide it. We want to keep it like legit. This is how we live in our bus. We put a bunch of stuff over here when we're not using it, like extra blankets, beach towels, packages. We hang stuff here. This actually, you can remove it. These are Luke's books, and surprisingly, yeah, I mean, this is all that he brought in, but he has like 10 bins in storage back home. Home as in Maine.
Yeah. I narrowed it down to about 20 bucks.
Yeah, I'm pretty proud of you. We built this baby gate so that June doesn't break her neck. And this is the front room, living room area. We wanted it to be as open as possible so that the kids could get on the floor and we can roll around with the kids. We also ended up building these dividers on both sides of the couch because June would either climb up to the front, which made us nervous. Obviously, we don't want her messing with buttons or like the parking brake. And likewise, she would get on the counter. We would turn around and she would be up there in like 3 seconds. So that was like a safety thing, but it actually gives really nice aesthetic to the bus. So Luke got to keep the big TV from the house that we moved out of.
It's a 43-inch OLED Samsung TV. Great for watching Lord of the Rings in 4K.
And the compromise was that I got to keep the actual sofa that we had. So this sofa is great because it's sectional. We can take it apart. We actually didn't put the back pieces on. We kept those off because A, it was too big for the space, and B, we added seat belts.
So the brand is Lovesack, right?
Yeah. There's storage under each seat. So we just put arts and crafts, extra blankets, pillows for guests. If you take the back pillows off, this is as big as like a twin size bed, so it's pretty comfy. These are IKEA shoe bins, but we are using them for Legos and train sets, and they are amazing.
Kid storage.
Yeah. What do you have for toys in there?
Lego, trains.
Do you love your toy bins?
Yes.
Can you close them all now? Yeah, high five. To the side. To the other side. Down low. Too low. The rug that you see here, and there's a few more throughout the bus, it's ruggable. We're not sponsored, or we don't even have an affiliate link or anything, but I highly recommend for children or pets. They're completely washable. You just take this off the bottom non-slip pad and you throw them in. I think this huge like 5x8 rug is probably the equivalent to like 4 or 5 towels. So it's pretty great. So we ripped out our emergency exits. There were 2 that the bus originally had, and we invested in these boat marine hatches, and they are amazing. In the beginning we had some issues with like these handles leaking, but the company sent us plenty of replacement parts.
Yeah,
right?
as long as there were video evidence of them leaking, they just resent them, which was nice.
So since then we haven't had any issues. You'll see Velcro here. I special ordered like covers from Etsy. This is amazing on really hot sunny days when we want to keep it cool in here. We'll close all the curtains, put this up. We have some for the curved skylights too. So this is where we eat all our meals. We just got a butcher block and we cut it in half so that we can either have like 2 foot by 2 foot table, or we can double the size when we're all eating together as a family. Luke and I sit on these stools under here. June sits in her little high chair that is removable. And Silas gets his little bench seat. So after we put the tables down, there's even more space for the kids to play. We installed the sensory swing. Show them how to use the swing. Wow! Under Silas's little bench seat, we have the squeaky. Right now it's storage, but this is our diesel heater.
Which is not in use right now because it's really hot in Texas.
Yeah, way too hot.
And that's the Chinese diesel heater that you can get on Amazon with the little screen here. We've had a couple of issues with it, but it's been relatively decent, hasn't it?
A fun part of this kitchen build, we cut off the bottom of all of the kitchen cabinets and we put these slide out drawers. Luke made them by hand. It was a little DIY project. We have 2 of those drawers. And then a lot of people ask why we have like 2 levels of the countertop. I actually love cooking and like chopping up here. We're not like the tallest people, but I just like the height of this. It's actually sitting on the wheel well. So this is the wheel well. We just put peel and stick tile on there and some trim. And we had to cut off the bottom completely. So there's no hidden drawer or anything. We use magnets for safety while driving, nothing opens. And so that the kids don't get into things they're not supposed to. This is a temporary storage solution that we have where we keep our dishes, cups, plates, bowls. Eventually we want to get like, we want to install slide out drawers or something a little bit nicer and easier to use. We don't have a sink in the bathroom, so we brush our teeth here. We made one of these little like hinge situations and we keep our toothpaste in here. Toothbrushes up here, a mirror. We went for a very deep, wide sink. The kids bathe in here. They don't like showering and they love taking baths in here. They can both fit in here. One's 1.5, one's 3.5, so that's a lot of fun. So we have 2 curved skylights that we installed. Be Adventure Partners started the whole like curved skylight thing in school buses. On Be Adventure Partners website, they actually have a manual and you can learn how to do this in your own schoolie. It was actually not that difficult to do.
No, it was very simple.
It was scary to cut 4 huge holes in this leg of the bus. But.
Yeah. Highly recommend checking out their website to find out how we did it and the materials we use, which is really important.
Yeah, Brian and Aaron are so sweet, and right now they're building their own homestead, so you should check them out too. Fridge. This is a unique classic brand, and we got ours from Home Depot. I like the fridge on the top, freezer on the bottom.
It's a good place to find food.
Everyone loves this fridge though, so let's show them the inside. Plenty of space for a family of 4.
The jam lid's not on properly.
Oh. So on top of the fridge, in bins, we just keep like bread, chips, kids snacks. We have our self-built DIY pantry, which took like 2 weeks to perfect. As you can see, we put a lot of, it's like, I don't know, half inch plywood, 1/4 inch plywood, 3/4 inch pine. Like,
it took a lot of messing about with to try and
trial and error for
get
sure.
right. Yeah,
it was a pain in the butt. It's great though, it holds a lot of food. and we don't find ourselves wanting any more space for food. This is our toiletries section. I have a couple bins down here, Luke's bin, medicine cabinet. We built these drawers as well. This is funny, show them this. We had to wedge like cardboard in these.
To make it straight.
Yeah.
Nothing in a Skoolie is square.
No. The trash is down here. We have 2 bins, which is nice. We used to have a washer in here, like a small portable washer. We just found ourselves not using it ever, and it uses a lot of water. Mine and Luke's clothing, or part of it, is stored here. We have our vacuum, our keyboard.
We're hoping to make that a little bit nicer at some point.
Yeah, it's good. It does what it needs to do.
Yeah. Okay.
As you can see, we don't have any appliances built into our countertop. We did that deliberately because we didn't want to like regret putting something in, not liking it, and then we have a huge hole in our counter. So we went with just like portable appliances. We have a microwave, a KitchenAid toaster oven, which literally does everything that you could ever need. Bake, broil, reheat, air fry, toast, bagel, proof, dehydrate. We love it, and I've made muffins in there. Pizzas fit in there perfectly. Yeah. Anything. For a stovetop, we use this. I don't even know what brand it is. Cuisinart. We went through like 4 or 5 of these before we found one that we actually liked.
It's the induction stovetops, right?
Yeah, so there's like, they're electromagnetic, and some of them make really high-pitched noises that were like giving us headaches. Mm-hmm. This one's actually the best one that we found. And yes, it's only one cooktop, so if we want to do, say we're on like the generator, because we don't have solar yet, and we want to run multiple appliances at once, since the toaster oven is like 1800 watts, usually the generator can't handle the toaster oven plus something else. So that's where our oops, is that how you pronounce it?
I think so.
Comes in handy. This pairs really well with that, and we've had no issues. So we have 2 more appliances that we use all the time. Our Vitamix blender, and just pan in here, babe. It's hiding. But our Instant Pot.
BB-8 Instant Pot.
Yeah, Star Wars Instant Pot. We use it all the time for rice, soups. We've never made soup in it. We basically just cook rice in it.
Basically just for rice.
Yeah. We have a divider here for privacy if we have people staying on the couch, or if the kids are asleep and we're trying to like watch a movie or hang out with friends or something. Behind this lovely mirror are many holes. So in here, yeah, that's where the water pump is, and we have access to all of the switches and on and off valves. One day we noticed that there was like a puddle of water in here. So Luke had to put multiple holes in this wall behind the mirror.
Which is the complete opposite side to where the shower had his on the inside.
Yeah, so basically what happened was we did our plumbing in Maine in the winter. We couldn't test anything because everything was frozen. We got down to Florida, tested it, started leaking, had to cut holes in the wall to get into the shower head plumbing and fix it all.
Thanks, Dad, for helping me with that.
Yeah, thanks, Dad.
So this is kind of like the bedroom area with the bathroom and my office. We do have a max air fan up here which has a remote for it, which surprisingly works really well, like sucks air out and in, and it also has a cover on top, so if it's raining it stops water from getting in, which is really cool. If you want to come back here, this is the bathroom. We have a composting toilet. On this side is the shower and everything. You'll notice on the far side there's a seat in the shower. Underneath there's where all the plumbing. We had to put a seat in there because that's where the wheel well is. So we basically made this into a wet room with the shower and everything. Yeah, and it's worked out really well so far. We put a little curtain up around the toilet when we're taking a shower. Obviously we take the towels out when we're showering. And yeah, that's really nice so far, and this little sticky window thing makes it look really nice as well. So this is the bedroom. As you can see, we have the mini split in the back when it's hot, like a day like today. This is a 9,000 BTU, right?
Yeah.
9,000 BTU Pioneer mini split. It's really good. It makes the back of the bus really cold, and it doesn't put much heat that way. So we usually put a big fan here, this fan right here, and it pushes all the cold air to the front of the bus, and it works really well. We also have all our storage for extra clothes, socks, underwear, fitness clothes, extra books, all the goodies back there as well.
This is the kids' room. They are under our bed. We installed, like, what are they? Hydraulic,
Yeah.
Murphy bed lifts. It takes like 150 pounds, I think, or maybe 100 pounds to bring it down, so it's safe. The kids aren't going to be able to bring that down. We took, for June's bed, a crib, the side of a crib, and just like did a DIY project. She doesn't stay in bed, so we had to do this to keep her in bed. She actually loves it. She loves getting comfy in there. She actually puts herself to bed. So that's June's. This is Silas's. We have a bookshelf here for him. 4 toy storage bins. They're from Target. I painted them white. And more book storage underneath on the floor. These are actually just standard crib size mattresses, and Silas still has probably a few years left on this bed. So a lot of people ask, like, what are you gonna do when they outgrow them? But we're not gonna be doing bus life forever. Who knows how long we're gonna be doing it for, but for the next few years they're gonna be pretty comfortable under here. So we'll leave this up most of the day so that the kids have headspace to play underneath there. After they're asleep is when we'll put it down. And they're really good at not hitting their heads.
So this is the office. This is where I make all my videos for the Original Human channel. There's a lot here, so I'm going to do a separate video, a tour of the office, how I get the internet, how I make my videos, what I use for a green screen and stuff like that. I'm going to make a tour for that over on the Original Human channel, so there'll be a link down below. It should be up at the same time as this video, so check that out, and I'll go over all the intricacies. And if you do have any questions, you can certainly DM us and ask us about internet and videoing and YouTube and all that stuff on the road. So the whole kind of design around the bus was to keep it as open as possible. Obviously Steph grew up in Maine. I lived 7 years in Maine. The kids grew up in Maine. We were used to them winters where you were pretty much indoors for the whole winter. So we wanted to make sure that if we were ever in a situation where we're in a, I don't know, like a Walmart car parking lot or something, camping for the night, or somewhere where it's raining or snowing, it's nice for the kids to have that room and have the energy to run around, do what they need to do. So that was the Skoolie tour. I hope you enjoyed it. If you've got any questions, leave them in the comment section, and we actually think we might do a Q&A in the near future.
Yeah, if you have any questions, let us know. Family life, bus life,
Work life. Anything like that. Again, there will be a video over on the Original Human channel of the office tour. Now it should go before the kids knock the camera over. So we'll see you in the next video. Have a good one. 8 bluebirds. Bluebird and bluebird stargate. But it's also way more rewarding. Rewarding.
It's too heavy.
What do you mean?
Come here, baby June.
Okay.
What do I do?
Just start giving the tour.
I don't know what to say. We spend most of the time going in and out of the fridge, like, and the kids won't, they don't really get into the, I don't know what I'm saying.